Hey everybody, and welcome to or back to my channel, My Kind of Stuff. And today I want to talk about my Kindle reading challenges. If you guys didn't know, Kindle does reading challenges. They usually run for a couple months. This last round ran through April 1st through June 30th, and there were 15 different achievements to collect. I did get most of them, but not all of them. However, last time I did this video for the previous round, a lot of people were asking where you go to find these challenges, and really the best way I would say is on the Kindle app on like your phone or a tablet, not on your Kindle itself. And I can't find it anywhere on like the website or the PC app. I think it just specifically is like a phone app thing. Um, but I will do a little screen recording and put it up right here for you guys so you can kind of see how we navigate it. So let's do that real quick before we hop into all of the challenges. All right, so you start off clicking on the More option at the bottom. The third option down is Reading Challenges. You click on there, and from there you can see the current challenges, which are the summer ones, but you can also go to Past Challenges and see all the past ones and see if you just randomly got an achievement in there and didn't realize it. But today we're going to be talking about the Kindle Spring Challenges, which I believe I collected most of, if not all of. So let's talk about them. All right, so the first challenge that I completed was called Bronze Reader, and that was just reading 15 days during these couple months on your Kindle. So I did that. The next one is called Silver Reader, and that is to read 40 days during the challenge. I did collect that. The next challenge is called Bookish. And this one is just you get it by finishing a book during the challenge. So I did do that. The next one is called Bookworm, and for this, you just had to read 2 books during the challenge. I did that as well. The next one is called Bibliophile, which was to finish 3 books. I did finish that one as well. Then we had one called Head Start, which could be collected multiple times, up to 3, and I did collect it 3 times. And that was to read basically just read 1 day out of each month of the challenge. So very easy one to obtain. The next one is called Perfect Week. So this is read every day, Sunday through Saturday, and I did collect that one. This one is like hit or miss for me. Sometimes it's hard for me to get because like I'll miss a day. But it worked out this time. Last round, they did one called like Perfect Month, which was read every single day of on the calendar for a month, and that I never successfully do that one. Um, and I think they used to do one too that was like read 75 days or something crazy too, and I'd always miss it by like just a couple. But they took those 2 out this round, which I thought was interesting because they've been in the last couple. So we'll see if they come back or not. Maybe people complained because they were just kind of unobtainable. Um, so I guess I personally appreciate that they kept them out, but yeah. The next up was called Case Closed, and this was kind of a mystery challenge that got dropped to us on April 14th. And it was to read one of the top mysteries or thrillers. And there is a whole big, crazy long list of them, similar to how Goodreads did. I wish there was a way for me to like easily show you guys. Um, Unfortunately, besides doing like screen share, there's really not a good way to show you. and even that isn't really the best experience. Um, I really hope that at some point they, like, add this to the PC in some way so it's easier for me to show you, but for this challenge, I read A House with Good Bones by T. King Fisher, and I was blown away. I've not liked anything I've read by T. Kingfisher until this book. So I was quite pleased. And it was on the shorter side, which is kind of why I picked it. Because this was one of those where, like, I was scrambling at the last minute to find something. Um, the next mystery challenge was called Afterglow. Um, and this one was fairly easy. You just completed it by reading at least 3 days between April 29th through May 2nd. Um, I guess it's a little hard if you're not, like, paying attention to the calendar, but, like, I have these all set up in my planner so I know when a new, like, challenge is dropping and I can kind of keep track of it that way. If I didn't, challenges like this would be really difficult. Um, so I did complete it, but only because I knew about it in advance and was able to track it. The next mystery challenge is called Smart Start, and you collected this one by reading on a Monday in May. Again, another really simple one, but if you don't know about it, you could easily not accomplish it. Um, so yeah, I don't know how I feel about those challenges either. I appreciate that they took out the, like, almost unobtainable ones, but I don't know that you're really replacing it with anything better with these options when they're so date specific. 'Cause, like, people have lives, they have things going on outside of just reading all day, every day on their Kindle. Um, so I think it's interesting that this is the route they're going. But the next challenge was another mystery one. It's called Parasol. And this was completed by reading one of their summer reading picks. And for this, I ended up actually picking another fairly short one. I read The Answer is No by Frederick Backman. Um, I mostly just picked this because it was on the list and I already had it on my Kindle. I think I got it as, like, a Amazon First Reads or something. So I wanted to read it because I already had it and I like to try and read what I have if I can. So I picked that and I actually ended up really enjoying it. I hadn't read anything previously by this author, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. Um, I don't know if all his books are like it, but I really I loved it. So I might have to check out another one of his books. The next challenge was called Weekend Warrior. And you collected this achievement by reading both Saturday and Sunday during a weekend in June. You could also level up this challenge by doing this multiple weekends. I only managed to achieve it once. Weekends, I don't generally read a whole lot. They're kind of my downtime. I listen to audiobooks a lot while I'm working and playing video games and stuff. So, yeah, the weekends are not normally a time where, like, I read a ton. The last challenge was called Insider, and this one you collected by following an author on Amazon. The author I followed was Gianna Darling. Just because I've been reading a lot of her books lately. I've been working through the Fallen Men series. And I've heard some really good things about a few other series of her, but I'm normally pretty good about following authors that I like on Amazon because then I get, like, notifications when new books come out. But I somehow managed to not follow her, so I did that now. I righted my wrong. Um, but yeah, those were all of the Kindle challenge achievements that you could collect through from April 1st through June 30th. Let me know down in the comments below if you try to complete these Kindle challenges, if maybe you didn't even know that they existed. Also, I'd be interested to see what you guys read for these challenges as well. So let me know down in the comments. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future content. Give the video a thumbs up on your way out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.